Alright, you join me on a rainy Saturday in the barn to build face frame cabinets for the camper. We're going to be starting with the kitchenette, or galley. It's basically a galley kitchen is what it is. So I got the saw set up over here, the laptop over here. We're going to be doing the image-based building just like we did way back when we actually framed this thing up. I remember that like it was only a year ago, because it was. So we're going to start with the main front piece. Well, these are actually front and back pieces because I just got to make two of these. So we can start with the bottom piece and just kind of build our way up, I guess. So we'll start with 75 inches, and then I'll make this 52.5, and then the, let's see, 3 of them at 17, and then I'll build the rest of this fridge thing over here. Alright, here's our first board. I'm building this, the front is going to be on this side. That way I can easily get to the screws on this side. Just makes it way easier like that. Got my second board here, so in between the inside like box area is supposed to be 16 inches. So I actually forgot to list that on the laptop, but thankfully I remembered. So that one will go just like that, and then there'll be one more down here. We can put our top piece on up there, and then we're just going to do a quick dry fit to make sure this actually does, fit. It's all nice and flush, perfect, as cabinetry has to be to look good. So I'm going to pop it off real quick and we're going to throw it inside and just see what it looks like. Here's our test fit. And it does not get more perfect than that. Look at that. That's amazing. That's some good stuff right there. It's absolutely perfect. You can see there's a bit of a crack there. It doesn't matter though, because it's probably just this thing, this stud right here bowed, and there's going to be a wardrobe right here that'll completely finish that. So, and along with some corner trim right there too. So that's going to look good. I'm happy with it. So back out we go. It is 90 degrees in here because of that thing. It doesn't stop. So let's continue building this thing. Alright, so I got this top piece on, along with the two sides, of course. It wouldn't work otherwise. But I just need to measure, I think, 13.5 down, and then the microwave will sit in there. And then there's one way down at the bottom. I don't remember what that one is. I forgot to put it in the stupid thing. But I'm pretty much out of time today. So I'm just going to put that one up there. And then we'll test fit it one more time to see what it's actually going to look like. And we'll pick it up later. Alright, so I have it in here. And oh no, that's not supposed to be like that. These measurements are from last year, so honestly I could not tell you guys how this happened. Probably just me trying to wing it and failing miserably. That's my best guess anyway. Like I say, I don't know how this could happen, but it's pretty annoying because this is my third time recutting these. So yeah, that's very annoying. Obviously we can't just have a random gap up here. That would look stupid, so gonna have to fix that. But everything else looks really, really good. This lines up with this wall really well. Okay, it is the next day, and I'm going to do the grueling task of this. I gotta cut 25 of these things to 19.25. I do need to make one small change again to where the fridge is supposed to go, because apparently that measurement was wrong too. Not by much, but it was. literally by like a 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to move it 1/2 inch, and then I won't have to ever worry about it again. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to cut all these stupid things. Alright, so I made basically what is a mirrored copy of the front side. See, the screws are on this side instead of the other side. So this will be the back side against the wall. And then I got 20 of those pieces done and cut. I might need to cut one more because my plan was to leave 6 of these for the drawers, which I'll just go over here and show you what I mean. So these are the brackets for the drawers. The drawer slides will be on them like so. There's 6 of them, and I meant to leave 6 of them blank because I don't really know how these are going to fasten yet. Probably just the normal way, but I wanted to hold off on it. So I might just cut one more of those. That way I have 6 blank ones ready to go, and then we can figure out how those are going to actually fasten. There we go. Back piece is in. It's pretty snug in there, that's for sure. This area right here was kind of problematic a little bit. The ceiling joist kind of sticks down just like not even 1/8 of an inch, and that's enough to make it go off kilter a little bit, but it's in there. So the front is what matters anyway. You're not going to see anything in the back, so I don't really care about it, to be perfectly honest with you guys. This whole thing, you know, errors were made when this thing was being constructed, and it still is being constructed, but you get my point. So it just matches the rest of it. Problem solved. No big deal. So I basically just need to get all these in now. All these front to back pieces. Okay, everything is in as far as I know. These supports for the floors in here are just kind of, I won't lie, arbitrarily put in there with a little bit of offset. That way the piece of wood sits in there kind of like a puzzle piece for both the one down here and the one up here. And then down here, of course, we got all the floor pieces in here. I might have to put more like in the middle of these. I'm hoping I don't, but we'll see what happens. Next up on the list is getting the cabinets up in here. These will obviously have to be screwed in because it'll just kind of, you know, fall if this thing gets too big of a gust of wind. Then we got to do the same thing on this side. They will pretty much almost be identical. This one's going to be a little bit smaller than the other one. I have not measured this yet, so I'll need to run that through the computer and make sure I have all my sizes correct on that. And then, pantry and the bathroom and the wardrobe, and all the framing will be done. it up there. Hopefully it fits okay. Come on. Yeah, look at that. That's some good stuff right there. Not looking half bad. I like it. So I found out that this board back here kind of curves down right at the end there, and this counter's actually pretty flat. So I just measured from there and here, and it's looking pretty good. It's nice and even, so I'm happy with it. Just need to shim it just a little bit on this corner because it's sitting like this a little bit just from pressure on different angles. Nothing super crazy. Can't tell if that's gonna hit that or not. But yeah, it should be alright. I just need to do that and it'll be pretty much good to go. It is screwed up there so it doesn't fall. It ain't going nowhere, so I think that's gonna do it for tonight. It's nice and dark outside, so I'm gonna call it and we'll pick up again later, probably tomorrow. Okay, it is 3 weeks later from when I last did anything with this. It was 3 weeks of very strange health problems, but one ER visit later, I seem to be fine. So, not really sure what it was, but it's time to move on. So, anyways, we got some cabinetry to do still. So, we got the cabinetry up there, and then the pantry, the wardrobe, bathroom, linen thing, whatever that's going to be, and then the battery compartment back here. So, a decent amount of stuff to do, but nothing super crazy. The bathroom is kind of a wild card at the moment because I'm really trying to leave space for a water heater in here. And the way I plan on doing it is using one of those portable camping shower things and just repurposing it kind of ish a little bit. A lot of them do have a like 3-inch vent port, so I'm looking for one that has that, and I'm hoping I can just kind of 90 degree and put it out the side there. That way it can be used indoors. It's not what it's meant for, but it should be okay with that vent piece on there, and we'll have a alarm for stuff like that anyway, so if something does happen I can easily turn it off and it's not a problem anymore. So yeah, kind of a wild card. If it ends up not working just because of space, I think I will just kind of accommodate for a portable one outside by adding like a spigot and stuff like that to it, and it'll have to be good enough. So anyways, enough talking about it. It's time to actually do stuff. I think we all know what's going on at this point. It's a lot of measuring, cutting, drilling, screwing, and test fitting. And I can imagine that probably gets kind of boring to watch after a while, so I'm just going to skip to all the finished products at this point because I don't think anybody wants to watch a 2-hour video of me doing the same thing over and over again. Alright, well that pretty much sums that up. Got that all in there, screwed in nice and tight, not going anywhere. This was by far the most challenging one, that's for damn sure. I had to take apart this corner stud here, this thing up here, and slide it in like that. And I had to notch for the bolts there. And that ceiling joist there. But it's in, and I hope I never have to do anything like that again, because that was awful. Alright, so here is the wardrobe. Pretty basic. I did run into a bit of a predicament though. I quickly realized that this door, since it's opening this way, it's going to hit the cushions. And I also would have the table in the way. So what I'm going to do is put a 1x4 down here to raise the door about up to maybe here. And That way it can swing over the cushions, and then the table will probably be about as big as this piece. Maybe not as big this way, probably about to there maybe. And it's going to be a bifold table, one that you can fold in half and shove in there. That would be a very low profile cubby. It won't even share the same cosmetics as every other cabinet in here. It'll just be very inconspicuous, just kind of sitting there. So that problem is solved. I think that's pretty much all there is to say about that, honestly. It is just kind of sitting in here because I need to be able to put in the water tank down there. Stupid mosquitoes are flying around. So that's why it's just kind of flopping about. It needs to go in like that. It can't slide in through the bottom there, unfortunately. I had that in mind, it just didn't work out that way. Also, obviously need to put in the water pump and stuff like that too, so that is why all of that's just kind of out and about still. Here is the battery compartment back here. Pretty basic. One just sits on top of the other. You got the two sets of leads right there on the converter, so that worked out good. And I think that pretty much sums everything up. As for what's next, I need to finish all this wiring and plumbing, which will be probably the next video, because I don't want to put any of the cabinet faces on yet. That way everything's out of the way and I don't damage something that's supposed to look nice. So I will finish the wiring off camera, then go over it with you guys in the video, and then do the plumbing in the video as well. So that ought to be fun.